Happy birthday. Born on the 20th of December is a very good horoscope to have. And so you will have much of intelligence in terms of imagination and creativity. And you will be a person who will have plenty of opportunities in areas of bringing fame, in areas of the arts, which include music and dancing and the beauty business and interior decor, and all these things are very possible for you. You will be a very compatible person in many ways, but you also have planets that make you very hasty, very impatient, very argumentative, sometimes making you very bossy, and sometimes making you very stubborn, and sometimes very dominating. So there are planets like this as well. These planets don't mean harm, but they make you a person, and it's like this, and it's up to you to put some control over all these situations that can make you appear like that. It's a horoscope that brings imagination and creativity in everything that you do, including the charm that you have. And so you are a horoscope that extremely attracts people. So always dress well, always look your best, because you will be watched. You will be very oversensitive, although very imaginative, and you will be sometimes a person who emotion-wise can be easily intimidated, who feels that perhaps you're not good enough to do certain things. So you must put your finger on why I say this and then correct it. But overall, I would say that you are born on a very lucky day. Now, you have planets that make you, as I said, very impatient and argumentative. So that means that your tongue is moving too fast and your actions are moving too fast. So the two good words to help you are slow down. Just repeat to yourself when you are under stress, slow down. You need the slowing down effect, and this will let your brains be steady and to think. And this will slow down your tongue as well, so that you don't promise things too quickly, you don't get to arguments too quickly, you just don't say the wrong thing too quickly. So the slow down effect applies to you a lot. I want to talk to you about 2018. Now all I know is that you are born on the 20th of December. I don't know your date of birth fully, which means I don't know your year of birth, not your time of birth. I have not looked at your palms. I have not looked at you face-wise to face read you. I can also use Kabbalistic Tarot. So the whole idea one day is to do a full 90-minute Skype with me. And that will be based on all your personal details. And that will cost you USD 50 US dollars for a 90-minute session. And I will talk about your next 5, 6 or 7 years in detail, going from calendar year to age and back to calendar year that way. Now let's talk of what can happen in the meantime. Let's talk of what can happen for you in 2018. Your 2018 has planets which welcome you. So you automatically have a bonus of 40 to 50%, which is very high marks. Without doing anything, you are already having a bonus of 40 to 50%. So look forward to 2018. It's going to help you in many, many, many ways. Whether to find romance, whether to improve romance, whether to want to get married, whether to want to have children, whether to want to have changes in your life for the better in all areas, whether personal, whether business, whether in job or career. It is all going to be very possible. But of course, now it depends more and more on what age you are going to be in 2018. And if you have the positive ages, then you're going to be a winner up to 75%, which is like a magic. You get everything falling into your lap. And if you are not exactly the best ages, never mind. The 50%, the 45% you get a bonus will still support you in some way or another. So let me first give you some samples of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56, so 47 or 56 or 65 or 74, then you're going to be one very, very lucky person. You'll get whatever you want in 2018. You'll be going up to the level of 70-75%, having success in some area of your life or another. And even in your health side, you will be very vibrant. But if you have negative ages, then even in 2018 you can have health problems. But we are talking of these perfectly good ages which I've just mentioned. Now I'm going to give you another set of ages, and if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, then you have to be very careful. Although you've got the 45 to 50% bonus from the calendar year, still these ages can attract negative planets, and they can reduce the goodness from the 2018 to up to 30 or 35%. And they can add more difficulties, which means if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned, you can have up to 65% to 70% bad luck. So ages are very important to control your movements and your plans and the advance in any area. The calendar year is basically your foundation. So you got a good foundation, now it's up to what age you're going to be. And these were two age samples which I gave you as an example. If you are not of these two ages, then you are somewhere in between. You can only find out by doing a Skype session with me, so of 90 minutes, and that will cost you 50 USD. There are many people who think that I'm doing it for free. I cannot do that. You have to pay something, and US 50 is very small to know your next 5 or 6 years in detail. So you get to Skype and get to Facebook, or send me an email and make a date. I want to also talk to you about health. Now, health is best seen on the palms. The horoscope will mention some areas, but the best is seen on the palms. The palms are very exclusive. They are your DNA, because nobody can have the types of lines and signs on your palm, and nobody can have your thumbprint and your fingerprint. That makes it exclusively yours. So the health issues I will always look on the palm. Now, your palm I will be able to see while we Skype, or I will ask you to send it by email, is much sharper. So it's very important that we get together and have this Skype. In terms of health, firstly I have to worry that you can have gastric problems, and you are born with a very sensitive stomach, and you can have constipation as well, and your bowels can be very irritable and unsteady, and your large intestine, often called the colon, can also have problems. So your whole digestive tract is very sensitive, and if you have symptoms that are chronic, which means again and again the same problem, you have to see a stomach specialist. I also worry about your spine. You can have very strong spinal issues, either in your neck area. They will go to the extreme in the neck area or your lower spine. And it now depends on your full birthday, and to be able to also look at your palms to see where the spinal attack will happen. So there's a lot I can do, and you will have a scan for the rest of your life on many areas: your good colors, your good directions, your good gemstones, your good numbers, and I'll give you a calendar which will help you for the rest of your life to know your good days and bad days as well. So I look forward to you contacting me one way or another, and let's Skype for 90 minutes. And that's all for USD 50. Until then, thank you and happy birthday again.